Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Sunday Sessions with me, Nick Paninsky. Today's topic, what got you here won't get you there. Now, I want to take a few minutes to reflect on something that shows up in every part of our lives, in our health, in our relationships, in our mindset, and of course, in our businesses. It's the idea that if you want things to change, you've got to change things, because staying the same never leads to growth. And in fact, the natural direction of life is backwards, not forwards. So let's get into it. Now, most people believe that if they just keep doing what they're doing, things will stay roughly the same. But that's not how life works. If you stop training, you lose strength. If you stop stretching, you get stiff. If you stop investing in yourself, you stop growing. And if you stop nurturing those relationships, they fade. Doing nothing doesn't keep you where you are. Doing nothing sends you backwards. There is no neutral, only growth or decline. Think of it like buying a new build house. On day one, it is stunning. Brand new, bright white paint, shiny fixtures, clean lines. You walk in and you think, wow, this is perfect. But then time happens. Rain hits the windows, sun bleaches the brickwork, foundations settle. Little by little, almost without noticing, the shine fades. The new build becomes just another house. And at that point, you have a choice. You can make small updates along the way, a lick of paint, repairing a window, maintaining the roof. Or you can leave it until things have deteriorated, and suddenly you're looking at a major overhaul. But either way, whether you do it in those small pieces or one big renovation, it doesn't matter. You have to work on it, because if you do nothing, the house falls into disrepair. And it's the same with us. Growth requires maintenance. Improvement requires intention. If we leave ourselves alone for too long, we decline. Let's take business as an example. You can't get to the next level using the habits and behaviors that got you to this one. If you want more income, you may need to raise your prices, you may need more leads and clients, you may need extra help. A VA, a freelancer, maybe your first hire. But something has to shift. Even your pricing, if it stays frozen, eventually it will fall behind, because inflation always creeps upwards. Costs rise quietly. Costs rise quietly. And what once felt like a strong rate becomes barely covering things. So when people say, I just want things to improve, the real question becomes, what are you willing to change so that they can improve? Because nothing new appears without something new being done. And this is especially true for those of you who are already doing well. Maybe you're at 80K, 100K, 120K, whatever it is. You've built something solid, often through relationships, networking, referrals, and delivering great work. Brilliant. But here's the thing. Those same activities rarely get you to 200K. You physically cannot double your networking. There aren't enough breakfasts, coffees, and follow-ups in the world. Certainly your time is limited. The first stage of business is often powered by your time and energy, getting out there, showing up, talking to people. But the next stage, that asks for something different. It asks for systems, structure, leverage. A new level requires a new way of thinking. Now, you don't have to overhaul your business overnight, but you do have to evolve, because what you got you here won't get you there. It's true with your body too. If you stop moving, you become stiff. If you stop exercising, you become weaker. If you stop fueling yourself properly, your energy dips. And you don't notice it at first. It's gradual, it's subtle. One day you simply realize, I used to feel better than this. The solution is the same. Keep moving, keep training, keep paying attention. Because your body, like everything else, needs maintenance. The same applies to relationships. You can't create a great relationship and then expect it to stay great without attention. Time together, conversation, care, conscious effort. If you leave a relationship alone, even a great one, it loses its spark. Not suddenly, but bit by bit. Love grows through action, and that action keeps the connection alive. Now, as I say, the default setting of life isn't growth, it's decline. And that might sound negative, but I see it as empowering, because it means nothing is wrong with you if you feel like you're slipping backward. It doesn't mean you failed. It simply means you're human. The house isn't falling apart because it's faulty. It's simply existing. And existence alone causes entropy, which is why what got you here, your default habits, your current routines, your comfortable behaviors, they won't take you where you want to go next. Every new chapter asks for a new version of you, different mindset, a different level of discipline, a new way of thinking, a new set of decisions. Growth is change and change is growth. So here's the gentle invitation this Sunday. Take a moment to honestly look at your life. Pick one area, business, health, relationships, finances, and ask, if I keep doing exactly what I'm doing, where will I be in a year? Will things improve? Will they stay the same? Or will they quietly decline? Because the chances are, unless you do something differently, the answer is decline. But you are in control. You can repaint the walls, you can fix the roof, you can build new rooms if you like. Better yet, you can make small, consistent improvements that compound over time. Because growth doesn't always require a grand reinvention. Sometimes it's simply choosing to keep moving, to keep trying, to keep learning, to keep stepping forward even slowly. So remember, what got you here won't get you there. Standing still isn't neutral, it's decline. Your house, your body, your relationships, your business, they all need attention, care, and intention. And the beautiful thing is, you get to decide how they evolve. So thanks for listening along. I hope you've enjoyed the show and found it useful. And because it's Sunday, embrace the change. Because how we change is how we grow.